Well, hello YouTube. Here we are with a bit of an unboxing video. Well, right here in front of us here we have a Garrison brand bottom loading water dispenser. Pretty much as you see here, we have the picture of it. Unlike the older models that have the ugly bottle sitting on top of the dispenser, this one here has it in the bottom with kind of behind a closed door. Well, this dispenser here has two temperatures, basically a hot and cold water dispenser. Has a sensor that tells you when the jug is getting low or empty. And well, basically it has a better compressor in it that is supposed to be more efficient for cooling, cooling the water, right? Well, I used to buy these, whatever they are, they're 500 ml water bottles. And they're great for portability, great for taking camping, taking on road trips. However, come the summertime, they get to be almost impossible to find, and you make multiple trips down to the store to find them just to get turned away. So to save time and money, I decided to switch back to one of these water dispensers or coolers. Now there's several different models out there. There's still the old style with the bottle on top. Or there's the fancy kind here with the bottle in the bottom. So I'll throw you on the old tripod here, guys, and then we'll cut into her. So of course, they got these handy dandy little straps, right? They seem to be, everything's packaged with them nowadays. So we'll cut the handy dandy little strap. And then the box will lift right up and off the top of her. Pretty much like that. So you kind of get your first look at the machine here. You know, you got your controls up top here, as well as your kind of on-off hot type switches here. And your dispensing area, well, at the bottom, can hold some pretty decent size, cups or mugs in there. And then of course the bottle holding station at the very bottom. So we'll get her off that plastic little chunk of foam, and then we can have a closer look. We'll start ourselves from the bottom here. You have yourself your cold water dispenser, and then you have a hot water button, but in order to activate the full use of the button, you have the safety slide over to push down. Of course, that prevents accidental scalds or burns in the event that a child happens to touch the buttons. And you got indicator lights over here. Of course, on the front here, you have a nice Garrison, of course, logo, kind of a stainless steel finish on this one side, And then down here is your business end, I guess you could say, where your, cup or mug goes on into. And down here on the side here, and of course down here on the front you have the water storage compartment. Essentially all it is a tube, if you will, that you put inside the old jug that basically pumps the water up and in. In here you have your instruction books, and of course this is your tube or your siphon that you put onto your jug itself. So we'll go slide this thing into its home, and then we'll start the setup process. Okay guys, so I have her about in the location that I want her to be in. It's kind of central to the house, central to the kitchen, kind of right in the path of where you need to go. So it should be easy accessible to everybody that wants to use it, as well as not too far to carry the big heavy jugs as well. So we'll open up the water storage area. And of course, with your new style jug here, you want to whip off the top here and basically pull off the zipper, exposing the top to the jug itself. Then you take yourself your handy dandy, essentially it's all it really is a pump or siphon. Feed it on into here and flip the handle down, and that basically locks it in place. And essentially you are ready to go. Now, right now the pump is not turned on. It is plugged in, but it is shut off. You never ever want to run it dry. You never ever want to turn it on when there's no water in the system. essentially what will happen is it'll basically burn out the pump as well as wreck the compressor and all that good stuff as well. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll put this into the little compartment there, and then we'll start the power up procedures. Okay, so once you got water in the system, you hit the power button, and basically she fires on up, starts to prime water throughout the whole system. The compressor kicks in, it starts to cool. Pump will shut off, and once she's full of water, the pump will shut off, and then she'll start cooling. Okay guys, so the specs on this here unit are the hot temperature ranges between 92 to 94 Celsius. That's 198 to 202 Fahrenheit. The cold ranges from +4 to +10 Celsius. That is 39.2 to 50 Fahrenheit. As well as the unit dimensions are 13.5 by 12 5/8 times 40 5/8 tall. So it'll fit in a lot of compact, tighter areas, like in your kitchen. Everybody has a little nookie type an area where they can put something, this size. Net weight is 39 pounds 11 ounces, or 18 kgs. Gross weight is 44 pounds 1 ounce, or 19 kgs. Essentially, guys, this thing's just basically a great big fancy water pump that takes water from below the cup and moves it up, heats it, cools it, as well as dispenses it. The older models used to be basically gravity fed, where it would still dispense water even if it wasn't plugged in. This one here, of course, requires power 24/7 to make it work. So now the system has primed itself as well as cooled down the water that's in it. We can now dispense ourselves something to drink. So you just press the top button here, and then she'll start dispensing out the water. Now, of course, you heard the pump just kick in. That's basically filling up the reservoir so it can heat up and cool more water for you next time. So guys, I just sampled the old water expecting it to have like a plasticky type of taste, and surprisingly it doesn't. So they must have rinsed this product out before packaging it, or it's just really, really clean, or I can't taste the plastic taste. So guys, that's pretty much been an unboxing, a little bit of a review, setup, and kind of half a demonstration of a Garrison brand home water dispenser cooler. So as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.